This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gerard Farrelly.
And you're listening to
Agony Rants.
There you see, we did something different today.
We did something different, just mixed it up, Niamh.
I know. Do you know that we were talking about the love languages last week?
Yes.
I took the test.
Go on.
I took the test. You know, I was so inspired by you, but it turns out, you know the way words of affirmation were your thing?
Yes.
Only fourth on my list.
What was your first one?
Acts of service. So clearly I want to be
so
dominant.
You want things done for you.
But it's just, you know, acts of service. I don't know whether I like doing people.
That explains a lot, Niamh. I'm going to be honest with you. She doesn't lift a finger.
That's not true. That's not, well, maybe not in this, to be fair.
And what's second?
Second is the quality time. Quality time. And that's very true. I like quality time.
You do like quality time, actually.
I do.
Niamh.
I like one-on-one. I'm a bit shit outside of that, but actually, you know, when I'm with you, I'm really with
different.
You. We are very different. How are we friends?
I'm words of affirmation.
Okay.
Physical touch.
Right.
Then acts of service, only 17%.
Yeah, I can tell.
And then quality time is lower, and then receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts, both of us are the same.
Yeah,
very low on that.
Yeah.
But my acts of service were 30%, but my quality time was 27%. So it's kind of, you know.
Words. I like words of affirmation.
Well, we all like.
Tell me I'm beautiful.
We're in this industry. We're definitely looking for affirmation.
Tell me I'm beautiful.
Maybe I get enough affirmation on my gigs.
Well, Niamh, I've had no words of affirmation this week.
Why?
And I'll tell you why. It's been absolutely incredible.
Why?
My boyfriend,
yeah,
him who shall not be named,
I know.
was in New York for a week. He was gone away.
So you were like stag for a week.
Niamh, I had a ball.
It
was the greatest week of my life.
You and Boots.
I don't mean to put too fine a point on it.
Okay.
When I say the stuff that I got done, I made a to-do list and I was rattling it out. I was so impressed with myself.
So he gets in your way.
Cleared out the wardrobe. I was doing things like I went and got a bulb for that kitchen cabinet press. Like I was just all of the little things that have been annoying me. I measured up to try and get new floors.
Oh.
You name it, I did it. I was delighted with myself. And then, do you know what I did? I was like, Gerard, you need to do something for yourself.
Okay.
Right? So I went...
Because none of that was for you.
No. It was to make a beautiful home.
Okay.
Right, Niamh? So, because I was getting so much done, I was like, I'm on fire.
Okay.
Like, I'm absolutely on fire this week.
Loving that.
And I thought to myself, what else can I get done? What else has been annoying me?
Oh.
And here's something that has been annoying me. I love a gingerbread latte.
Okay.
Love a gingerbread latte.
You know, all the things I thought you were going to say, that wasn't where I was going to go.
Stick with me, because
gingerbread latte.
This is the journey, Niamh.
Yeah.
And I have not been able to get gingerbread syrup for love nor money.
Okay.
So I decided, you know what, Gerard? I was taking Wednesday morning off. No, it wasn't. Was it Thursday morning off? Because I was going to a show. I was like, this morning I'm going to find gingerbread syrup. Now, it's very hard to get. It wasn't available in town.
Okay.
I tried to mail order it. You couldn't mail order it.
Right, yeah.
So I thought, what am I going to do? And then I had a genius. Oh, Niamh, I had a stroke of genius.
Go on.
I realised I have a company.
You have?
Which entitles me to use a cash and carry.
Oh, did you sign up for Musgraves?
Signed up for Musgraves.
Oh my gosh!
I signed up for a cash and carry. I drove to the other side of the city.
I couldn't love you more in this moment.
I went through. I bought myself
Miss Thrift,
a 4-gallon tank of gingerbread syrup. With one of those.
What's it like in Musgraves?
One of those like the pumps on the top.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I bought one. Now, I was queuing up to pay for it, right?
Are we going to find you in a food coma somewhere?
I was queuing up to pay for it, and I was like, this feels... I'm either really, really looking after my own needs, or I am absolutely out of control.
Yeah. Somewhere in the middle there.
I wasn't sure.
Somewhere in the middle.
I genuinely wasn't sure which one it was. Because I was queuing up with all these people that had pallets with 300 bottles of water.
Yeah.
Or there was a man buying 7, deep fat fryers.
It could have been let's be honest, it could have been a gingerbread emergency that you were sent
It
on.
was a gingerbread. Yeah, exactly.
So don't be stressing about that.
And the other thing, everything's ex-VAT.
Oh.
So there's no VAT and anything. But then when you go up to pay, they put the VAT on it. So I nearly had a stroke. Like, I spent €16 for a bottle of gingerbread syrup. You know, and then I felt, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be here. I was like, will I go back and buy a cash register just so nobody claps? But I have to say, I was delighted with myself because I sat in the car afterwards, right?
That's amazing.
Looking at my bottle of gingerbread syrup, and I was like, I'm not sure if I should ever tell anyone I did this.
Oh.
Because this is the very depth. Like, this is the point where your mom goes, Garage, you need to get a job. This is.
I'm just going to say.
Being at home does not suit you.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. No one else will ever know.
Me in the house on my own, it was like the last scene of Saltburn every single day.
I understand.
I had a great time.
I
loved it.
I get it. You know, this funny thing actually, because when I want to do a deep clean in the house, I need everybody to be gone.
Yeah.
They get in the way of you.
Yeah, do you know what I did? I laminated all my recipes. Now, I have to say, when I did that, I was like, now, this is a level of boredom I hadn't anticipated. But
you know when you do a deep clean in your kitchen and you've done all the cabinets and all that sort of stuff, and you know you've worked your tail off the whole time, but not a single person
Nobody
can
does.
see it.
Nobody does.
It's so upsetting.
I'm like, open those presses. Look at them.
Admire them.
Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
Not even look at them. Admire them.
I have to say, if you look at my presses now, they look great. The only thing I bought when I was in Musgraves is I bought a proper ice cream scoop.
Oh.
You know, like the ice cream scoops that they
Yes.
have in the shop?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, now, I'll be honest with you. I had a few ice cream sundaes and the lactose doesn't agree with me.
So,
Well, it wasn't in a good place now.
thank God we weren't
Wasn't in a
podcasting
good
that day.
Wasn't good.
Wow. Well, you know, to be honest, currently I am getting ready to pack for my trip away. Yeah. Camino's coming. So don't be worrying.
The Camino's ending. That's all I.
It is.
That's
It is.
what I'm happy about.
You say that right. Can we talk? Can we discuss your tour dates? Right, the never
They're
ending.
ads, Niamh. They're ads.
Never
Sell,
ending.
sell.
Okay. Anyway, so the Camino's, our last stage of the Camino's coming, but I have discovered through the last few weeks that my friend and I have very different attitudes to packing.
Okay.
She has been consulting with me on every single feckin' walk that we're going around, how many pairs of socks she's going to bring and everything. I have thought of nothing. I know for a fact that I have a pair of boots that work, and I know that somewhere in my house I have enough pair of pants for how long we're going away. And the thing about this is what it's really highlighting to me is the different attitudes we have towards packing. I don't think about what I'm going to pack until I'm leaving, practically. And I pack much better under pressure than I do if I plan too far in advance.
Yeah, I don't plan packing.
Is it because we travel all the time? Do you think that's what it is?
I got to be honest, I actually avoid packing. It's something I don't like doing.
I know, it's lastminute.com for me.
All I do is, I don't really think it through.
Oh.
I just think, how many nights? If it's 4,
Yeah.
I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
everything goes in. And I think one of the reasons I don't like packing is I don't like to upset the cat. She spirals, Niamh.
No, I get
When I
it.
take out the case, she spirals.
My husband's the same. My children, not so much. They don't notice, as you know.
Like it's not good. So I don't like to upset her. But I do this thing now where I just keep the pack case in the car. I'm always ready to run.
That's a very different thing.
I'm like a CIA operative who has cash and a gun and a wall. I always have a packed case in the car now.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I do. Just because, like, in case I've got to stay somewhere, in case I'm too knackered to drive home.
I can pack in 5 minutes at any time.
You're ready to run.
I am ready to run, but I don't have it in the car, to be fair.
No, mine's in the car. I've got 2 cases in the car.
So if you and I had to,
an overnight case, and I've got a gig case.
So if we ever have to run from the cops, like that's it.
Yeah. Me green case is me jocks, and me blue case is all me gig stuff.
Okay, good.
Yeah, at all times they're in the car.
No, I understand that.
Speaking of which,
What?
I didn't address the big elephant in the room.
Oh my gosh.
About my boyfriend being away.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because you know when you go away, you bring back presents, Niamh.
Oh. No, I don't.
Do you know what he brought me back? Do you know?
No.
Now, for your other half, you have to.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you any idea how often I used to go away and come back? You couldn't be buying for them every time.
Oh no, I wouldn't. If it's work, I wouldn't go.
Oh,
Nobody
okay.
was on holiday.
Oh no, that's fair enough.
Oh no. Oh,
Okay.
work is absolutely not.
Yeah, but we never go away on holiday.
No, I do. Every so often I will. I buy him a t-shirt or something. Anyway, not the point.
Okay.
Do you know what he bought me?
What did he buy?
No, he bought me a nice present, gave Grant. But then he was like, "Oh, I bought you another present." I was like, "Okay, go on."
Extra.
He bought me dungarees
Well, is that not good?
in Walmart.
Come on.
And do you know what he
Walmart
said when he gave them
dungarees?
to me?
What?
They were $1.
I love it. That's the best. You know what he's giving you there?
$1.
He's not just giving you dungarees, which we all know you love, right?
I do love a dungaree.
And he has given you a story. You see, the thing about it is, I get a lot of random presents
Go
sometimes,
on.
right? Or random items. And the gift that they are, right? The gift that they are is not the gift itself.
He was proud of that.
You know, it's like when my husband gave me the potpourri or, you know, the old lady sweepers. You know, the thing is, there's a story in it. I love stories. He has given you a
I
great
love a
story.
nice present.
That's definitely going to be part of your stand-up at some point.
That's actually a very good idea.
I'm just saying.
I think I didn't think I could use it in stand up because of, you know, how violently angry I am about it.
But consider it part of your therapy. He's given you more than a gift.
That's what I'll do.
That's
stand
more
up.
than that is a gift.
Do you know what? And I wasn't even going to mention him in the next show. I wasn't. Because I didn't think it was fair. Because I rinsed him in this one.
Oh, did you? I remember.
But I wasn't going to mention him. But
And you know I
what?
love him.
You're right. You're right. I'm going to mention him.
It's so funny.
It's all he deserves.
Oh my gosh.
Neve, we have a follow-up.
Oh, I know.
We have a follow-up.
I'm very excited for
we
the
have a follow-up from Natalie.
Natalie. Loving Natalie.
Am I very
Oh,
close
she's
to
very
this mic?
recent.
I have just listened. Oh, do you want to read the follow-up? You do the follow-up.
Okay. So this follow-up actually is very recent. I remember this very well because do you remember she was the one who was living in London, but she's been planning on coming home without telling him.
Exactly.
And he's been offering her the world.
Speaking of somebody with a hold all full of cash and a gun on the wall.
Okay. This is the flight risk, right?
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Okay, so I have just listened to your episode with my problem and I realised I'm an absolute monster. I'm glad you took it in the spirit that we meant it, Natalie.
Yeah.
That's lovely. But still love us, which is great. You're both right. I haven't been honest with him at all. I think the reason for this is I always worry about being tied down in the UK in case something happened at home and I needed to return. I totally understand that. But she lives an hour away, right?
I know.
I know people say it's only an hour's flight, but it's not really.
It's another example of Neve Kavanagh not reading ahead.
I can't just get in the car anytime I need to. Well, you can, but you'll have to get a boat in the between. Anyway, but you are right. I just blindly held on to the idea that I'm going home. We have a proper discussion about the whole thing, and he is really on board for us making a proper go of it, and so am I. Oh my gosh. Plans to move home have been put on hold to see how we get on. But most importantly, he knows I'm not moving to Dubai and that's okay. So it's off the table.
Because that was the other. He had mentioned he would live in Dubai.
Yes, okay.
I'll knock that out.
That sounds like progress to me. Thanks for your help, ye pair of legends. So funny and properly helpful. Natalie, now properly resident in Islington.
Islington. See, look at this. She could have been going back to...
Do you know what I think he's done, right? He says, we can move to Dubai, knowing full well that option is trauma. So I think that's very...
Yeah, it's basically what you do is you
promise them one thing.
Yeah.
Or threaten them.
You offer the fire so they climb back into the frying pan.
Yeah, that's the man. There. But I think you've made a really good choice because you know what's the worst that can happen? You go home.
Exactly. The worst thing that can actually happen to you is that everything goes as planned.
I think it's amazing that the two of you had a really good conversation. That's what we really like to hear. You know me, I love a bit of communication.
Yeah, Neve, she's an advocate.
Oh, definitely.
Advocate for communication.
Have the conversation.
Neve, we have reviews.
Oh my God, I love a review.
We have reviews. I can't remember if we've read this before, but let's read it anyway.
Listen.
It's words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
They're our love language, Neve.
It's your language. I mean, it's on my list.
Monday must. I adore this podcast. Mondays wouldn't be the same without the hilarious Grode and wonderful Neve. Friends for years, their chemistry is palpable. The advice is not only funny, but often really helpful too.
Well,
I think we just read that in the previous episode, did we?
It cannot be said enough.
Exactly. Exactly, Neve. Last leg of Glamour Hammer.
Last leg, can't be a thing.
I have got some shows left. There are only a handful of shows left.
Oh.
I will be in Castlebar, Linen Hall on the 29th.
Wow.
I will be in the Hill Comedy Club in Care for 2 shows on the 30th.
Oh, very nice.
I will be
You're big in Care.
huge in Care. huge in Kerr.
In care.
In Kerr. I will be at the Nina Arts Centre on the 20th of April, and I will be in PSLC in Portmarnock on the 27th of April. And that, I think, is Glamour Hammer done.
Wow.
We have a date in for, let me see, we've got a date in for Strabane,
Oh, in the alley?
the alley on the 25th of May, that nobody has bought tickets for.
Oh.
Well, like maybe 10 people. So I'm thinking, hold on. So if you want to go to Strabane,
Buy it now or
buy it now.
forever hold
or
your
I'm
peace.
yanking it.
Okay.
And also I'll be in the Civic on the 8th of June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love the Civic.
Yeah, and at the moment I'm doing work in progress. Now, actually, I'm getting loads of messages from people getting annoyed at me because I'm doing work in progress shows with Chris Kent, and people are saying, you know, you didn't let us know in time. They're very small. They're me and him. We're doing max 50 seaters. So when I post about it, the tickets, I'll post when the tickets go on sale, but the tickets have been selling out in like
Seconds.
like very, very short space of time because he has a massive following. As well, like we both like you're getting.
I was going to say you're no slouch yourself.
No, but like he is a massive like.
No,
so
I know.
They're getting two
very
They're
popular.
getting the two of
Yeah.
us doing an hour each, and we're only charging max a tenner.
Oh,
So it's very cheap as well because we're trying new material.
course, yeah.
So that, like if you see me put something on Instagram, don't dilly dally.
if you want to go.
Yeah, but don't get annoyed at me because they're selling really quickly.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. But they're you know,
They're tests.
they're tests. Exactly. And it's better if people don't like us that are going to them, to be honest.
Well, you could be at the birth of a new thing. You know,
Messy and painful.
the death of Glamour Hammer and the birth of a new show.
So if you want to get tickets, GoRoadFarley.com, or you can follow the link in my Instagram bio.
Yeah. I'm so on it.
It's just...
It's not that I don't love you.
It's
right?
those dead eyes, Niamh. Dead eyes. We are pausing for a moment to remind you that Agony Rants is part of the Head Stuff podcast network.
I know. You always have to think about that before you say it.
I do. I say it slowly for
'Cause we want-
gravitas,
I know.
Niamh.
It's very serious.
If you would like to subscribe to the Head Stuff Podcast Network to help keep our show on the road and donate some small change,
Oh, yeah.
small spare change to us, you can do that by becoming a member of Head Stuff Plus.
Yeah.
And in return for that, you'll get bonus content from us, our show Vintage Rants. It comes out every 2 weeks.
Unique. Not heard anywhere else.
Not heard anywhere else. It's a really fun show
It is.
where we solve problems from days of yore.
I know. I love a Days of Yore.
A days of yore problem. And you will get that bonus content from us. You will also get bonus content from all of the shows in the Head Stuff Podcast Network,
And it's quite a variety of them.
Quite a
yeah.
variety.
Yeah. Good stuff.
including the show that we are cross-promoting this week. It's Emma Doran and Deirdre O'Kane. It's their show Keep It Tight.
Yes.
It's number 1 all the time.
Would that be like a tight 10? Is that what they're talking about?
I don't know actually what the vibe is.
I know.
I don't. It's a very funny show. I listen to it. You should listen to it, Niamh.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a couple of the links. I haven't actually gone to look for it yet.
Wow. What a ringing endorsement that from Niamh.
I know. Well,
I've
because
seen the link and I chose not to click.
no, it's not that. It's normally when I'm on the run, and you know, people might not understand if I say I'm just going to stop and listen to my friends now. You know,
It's a very good show.
I
and
do love it.
it's
I love
really good
Deirdre.
fun.
I love Deirdre. She's
Yeah,
so funny. I don't know Emma as well, but I think
Oh yeah, they're both hilarious. So if you're looking for a good laugh and you're sick of us,
do not
check
listen to
out
Garode.
Keep It Tight.
So Gwyneth Paltrow's a pain in the hole. Is that agreed?
I think that's the national consensus on Gwyneth, that she's a pain in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, if you're interested, if you're listening and you're interested in who else is a pain in the hole, we have a list.
Oh, we have a list, and it's extensive and it's growing.
Pains in the hole and the ticks. We've a list of ticks.
Yeah. And we'll get into it. And if you don't agree with us, that means that you could be in the list. So you might as well listen.
Yeah. To make sure you're not on the list of ticks
Yeah.
or pains in the hole. Somebody used to call me Deirdre O'Pain in the hole.
But you're definitely not a pain in the hole.
I'm not. God, no. Okay. But
And
I
you're
am
keeping it
doing
tight.
a podcast called Keep It Tight
Yeah.
with Emma Dorn.
We're here, myself and the queen of comedy, Deirdre O'Kane. We're keeping it tight every week on a Wednesday. Get involved or you'll be on the list.
Yeah, you tick.
Dear Neve and Garode, I'm loving the podcast. And I always get excited when I wake up on Monday and realise that I have a new episode to listen to. I usually listen to them twice. That's weird.
Okay. No, it's not.
I'm that guy, he says. Yeah, that's weird.
No,
That's
it's
weird.
not.
No, it's weird.
I like it.
The reason I'm writing is my sister has recently moved to my part of town. Uh-oh.
A sentence like that can go any way after
I
this,
know.
isn't it?
If you want to just take a moment there and just listen to your... that noise you hear is your blood crystallising.
So, usually when they're starting off with that type of sentence, it usually means it's not going to a good place.
Yeah, I'm not delighted about this. I have always got on well with my sister, but
Oh, yeah, there you go.
we are not close.
Okay.
She is quite opinionated and always has been quite hard work.
Okay.
She had been living abroad for quite some time and moved home and was renting close to my parents and was there almost every day. I could tell this grated on them. Honestly, I don't think she has cooked for herself since she got back.
Okay.
Oh God, I hate her already. Anyway, she has moved about a 10-minute walk from my apartment and she has been calling in a lot unannounced. That's not on. I feel awful saying it, but we are just not close enough for that. She also is moody and picky when she does call. I had tester pots for a colour I am going to paint my kitchen and she said it was ugly. Oh my God.
That's very specific, isn't it?
That is very specific.
Yeah, go on.
I just don't want her negative energy around me. But I also don't want to hurt her by pushing her away. She has also been inviting herself to things with my friends. Oh God. I have a lovely gay brunch with friends on Sunday morning. Which she joined us for once, and she has since showed up unannounced a couple of times. Oh God.
I'll be honest, if I found a lovely gay brunch somewhere,
There'd be no moving you.
I'd be there.
You'd be standing invite. Then proceeded to be moody and on one occasion highly critical of me to my friends. That's not on.
No.
I'm concerned I may have to fake my own death to sort this out. What do you think? That's from Matthew.
Oh, Matthew. So many things, I think.
Oh, Matthew, this isn't good. Firstly, I think we've answered something like this before. We were talking about this earlier. I think
It's not a unique problem, weirdly. That we've answered a couple of problems based around this kind of concept.
I seem to remember there was a man living in Germany whose parents kept calling in on
Yeah. Remember we told him to put on his coat when they came in.
Yeah.
So they could look like he was going out.
Unfortunately, that's the only way. You need to sting a little bit for her to get the message.
No, I totally get it. You say you don't want to hurt her by pushing her away. You're not going to hurt her. She doesn't seem to care about hurting you with what she's saying. So I don't know why you're that concerned about it. Tell her when she's hurting you. Tell her.
This sounds like a woman who is not meeting any resistance. Now, and that's probably because
I would say
she's
that's
difficult.
Yeah, I would say that you've all taken the path of least resistance around her for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I think you should apply the Marie Kondo effect here. You need to think about what sparks you joy. And if she's not sparking you joy, then you need to tell her. You need to tell her, listen, you're more than welcome to come and have the gay brunch, but bring your happy face. I'm not interested. Nobody wants, don't be bringing that energy into my space. Call her on it when she says something that hurts you.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to do that. You don't have to be, oh my God, you've hurt me, it's a disaster. You can say, did you really think about that?
Back in your box, please.
Yeah, she seems to feel that she can say what she likes around you, so you say what you like around her. And if she doesn't like it, tough.
The two things I would say to her,
unless she's like,
right?
Psychotic, and then
I think with this you've got to pick your battles.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And there's two things I would say. One, it was great to see you. Come here. The next time we're coming over, we'll just shoot us a text first.
Great start.
Right?
Yeah.
And you can say that after she's arrived. Don't say it when she's arrived.
No.
Just when she's leaving and you've had a nice time, say, come here, listen, will you send me a text? Just because I was delighted to see it, but I was actually going to head out.
I have a life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not exactly those words, but that's basically it. You're completely right. That's a really great skill.
And second, gay brunch is for gays.
Yeah. And me.
Jog on.
You'd let me come.
Oh, yeah. Unless you've won a Eurovision.
I'm a great addition to a gay brunch.
That is a very fair point.
But
If
I
you
do bring
haven't
the
won
joy.
a yeah, exactly.
I bring the joy.
You do
I don't bring
the
my
joy.
moody face. I bring the joy, and I love the tea.
Exactly.
You know, as they
Exactly. And fair enough, if you wanted to come to the brunch the odd time, say, listen, pop in any time, but like a lot of the lads, you know, there's stuff that we talk about that, you know, they don't want to talk about in front of you.
Yeah, no, and the
Like
other thing
women.
is, these are your friends. Yeah, that's not a thing.
It is.
Usually about what they're
Oh, it is.
wearing, to be honest with you. Okay. No, that's a joke. But what I'm saying, you know, the thing is, you're right. They're great skills to have, right? Great skills, and they're really good ways of dealing with it. But you know, I think the other thing is, if she says something that hurts you, you call her on it, but do it in a nice way and say, "Gosh, you know that, you know."
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean by that? I love that one. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? You know,
Exactly,
and you know,
yeah.
and you know, and if she doesn't like your paint color, well, she's not going. You can say you're not living here.
I'll
so
tell
it's
you
good.
what I would do about that paint colour. Even if you do not like that colour, that has to be the colour you
It's
paint your
so
kitchen.
going on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Do
a very
not-
good painter. I'll come over and
Do
help
not
you.
let her think that
No.
she has swayed you in any way. Because, look, I get it. Maybe she doesn't have a lot of people around. And I mean, like, why would you want her around if this is the way she's behaving?
Well, clearly she doesn't have her own friend set, and
Yeah.
this is the problem. And possibly she hasn't developed enough socially in order to know how to be
No.
around people. She also could be, you know, a little depressed. This feels like something. You know what I'm talking about. This feels like someone who is,
Yeah, you can say to
you
her,
know,
"You're
a little bit
depressed."
lonely, a little bit. Are you all right there? Are you coping? Maybe encourage her to do other stuff, whatever. I don't know. But at the end of the time, day, Matthew, I love the fact that you don't want to hurt her. You're trying to be accommodating to her,
Yes.
right? But if she's not caring about whether she's hurting you, then you should care a little less about hurting her. And I don't mean
Yes.
that in I don't
You
mean
don't
that
mean
you
hurt
should.
her.
I don't mean go out and, you know, hurt her. What I'm saying is, don't worry if, you know, if she's hurt you, that you're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
You're
and-
allowed to
and-
say it. I get really cheesed off about this. People,
Yeah.
you're allowed to say, actually, I don't like that you said that. You
Yeah.
know, or you know, the more you do it, the better it'll be.
And you're not excluding her.
No.
She wasn't invited.
No.
She's muscled in on something and you're just resetting the boundaries, right? And you can say, listen, I will meet you for brunch
Yeah.
on Saturday if you want, but Sunday, it's me and the boys.
Yeah. No, definitely. Because, I mean, faking your own death, that takes a bit of planning
I know.
and
yeah.
money and a go bag
Exactly.
and maybe,
Yeah,
and maybe a canoe.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I mean, you know, it seems a little drastic when it's actually her
But
that's the
like,
problem.
I think that, Niamh, you are right. She could be a bit depressed, but
She could be, but I mean, that's not
But I
all
think
on
address
you.
the first couple of issues
Yeah.
first, which is like sorting out the boundaries. Because the other thing you don't want, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she is depressed, you don't want to let this run on so that all of these things that she is doing, like constantly calling over unannounced, constantly showing up this brunch,
Yeah.
that these are all her new routines, and then you're taking all that away from her.
Yeah.
You need to nip this in the bud early,
Yeah, you do.
as early as possible, and as soon as possible.
People have to be bringing something to the table here. And she's not bringing something positive.
No.
Largely. So you need to have to encourage her to understand that is important. You don't have to be happy all the time when you're with your friends. It's not an important thing. You can bring your sad
But they're
place.
not her friends.
No, well, exactly right. But and also family. We know family. We don't always have to put on our safety catches with family.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you're allowed to say, "This is my life, and I want positive and joy. Can you help me with that a little bit? Or is there something going on with you, and can I help you with that?"
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not going to say this isn't going to be easy, Matthew.
No.
But I do think, the one about the unannounced, I mean, I think that's really reasonable. I think you can just,
oh yeah, now that's easy fixed. You just say,
Yeah.
"Look, you need to drop me a text because I'm not always here.
I'm not always here. I was just heading out.
I have other plans, and sometimes I just like to be here on my own." Nobody wants, you know,
I know.
even my best friend, we don't just drop in.
I know. Like, 'cause sometimes you just want to watch 8 episodes of Law and Order.
Yeah. Which one?
SVU.
Oh, I've never really watched
Down,
that.
down.
I'm a criminal
In the
intent
criminal
girl.
just.
I
Criminal intent.
love criminal
Yeah,
intent.
that's good.
Do you know I watched
like
a
it.
really good one recently called Will Trent? It's a new series on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's Karen Slaughter.
So brilliant.
Oh, yeah. I used to read those books.
No, but have you seen it?
No.
I think you'll really like it.
Yeah, I love the books.
I came across it. If you like the book, you'll really love it. It's funny.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
funny.
It's
Quirky.
funny?
No, it's not. No, I'm sorry. I'm away now because we've just literally watched it. We were quite surprised. The interaction is really quite rock and roll. It's really brilliant. I enjoyed it. It made me laugh quite a few times, but also obviously there's lots of serious stuff and there's people dying and
Yeah,
all
there was a
sorts
lot
of
of bludgeoning in the book.
Yeah, there was a lot of bludgeoning. It's
Oh,
a lot.
God.
It's a lot of
I
stuff.
love a bludgeon.
But there's
Do you know who
there's
else
an
I love?
element of humour in it, which is quite nice. It's their interactions are really really hip and groovy. I like it. I like it.
In Law and Order SVU, I love Elliot.
Elliot, the guy.
Yeah.
Well, now what's not to love about him? He's quite intense, isn't he?
Very attractive.
Yeah, I would like.
Matthew, we hope we've helped.
That's nothing to do with your problem there. Absolutely. Let us know how you get on, right?
Yeah, let us know. But I think up front, clear.
I really
You're
love
not pushing her away. You're
No.
saying, look, sometimes the conversation is just a bit, you don't know them. We, you know,
this is
we just want to go
important.
back to that. It's my routine. I've been doing it for years and years and years, and it's just us. And sorry if you're offended, but that's just the way they are. And for God's sake, text me. I could be in the shower.
Yeah. You know, it's okay to put boundaries in place. And occasionally...
Boundaries, Niamh.
Boundaries, very important.
Well done,
Very important.
Niamh. We have another problem.
I know. I'm going to read this one because it starts off beautifully about me.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Niamh, you are the Queen of Ireland
you are.
now, and I absolutely adore you.
Isn't that lovely?
Garode, can we hook up and maybe get married?
I'm gonna need to see a wages slip.
Okay. Partly because of your filthy laugh and partly because of your proximity to Niamh.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
He's not with me all the time,
Wow.
despite how it looks.
You really.
Sorry,
That was
no.
a compliment and a real backhand at the end.
Here comes the deal breaker. Sorry, though, the cat would have to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. You clearly do not know me, Craig. Me and my booty are one and the same. Mm-hmm. Do you want my booty? You have to take my booty.
Oh my God.
God.
Okay,
Okay.
Hans, I have a serious issue. I've just moved in with my boyfriend who j'adore. He is hot, funny and sexy. Well, I made an effort. He said it. I mean, he was going to ride you a minute ago. But yeah.
This man is. This is.
No, I
someone-
quite like him.
This guy's
Come on.
spiraling, whoever he is.
We have a great time, but there is a problem. I have moved into his beautiful apartment, high rise, views of the water, and excuse me, a concierge.
Well.
Well.
I think this person's Vancouver, actually.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
The problem is this: he is a hoarder. Honeys, it's bad. He has rented 2 storage lockers and literally keeps every scrap of paper he uses. His office is filled with piles of paper and he also has shelves of records and books and weird little ornaments. There's no space for anything. Every closet is filled to capacity. I need an intervention yesterday. How do I address this? Because I do not travel light and I have a lot of stuff of my own to bring into this relationship. Love him, but he needs to have his possessions. How do I get the ball rolling, Craig?
Craig.
It sounds like he has a bit of stuff to bring to... We're all hoarders.
Yeah, but it also doesn't say, like, he's saying that he's a hoarder. He has 2 storage lockers rented.
To be fair, at least he's not hoarding it there beside you.
Yeah, so the stuff is in storage lockers. He keeps every scrap of paper he uses, which...
Okay. It sounds like he's self-employed, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that. Like, I was absolutely just thinking that. I have 2 boxes
Holy God,
that are just
I'm
notes.
afeared. I'm
Yeah.
afeared that I'm going to lose a piece of paper that's going to be important to me at one point. Yeah, I know.
His office is filled with piles of paper, as it should be. And he also has shelves of records and books and weird little ornaments. That's what you put in shelves.
Do you think the weird little ornaments are like, collector's items of, like Star Trek figures and stuff?
Do you know what I do have, actually? I still have all the teeny terrapins.
Have you?
Yeah, in a box.
Do you know what I
used to
have?
have them on the shelf in my office, but then I put
I have
them
all
away.
these little Lego minifigures that people keep giving me.
Really?
Randomly. I keep all these weird little things. No, look, I get it, right? The thing is, what you're looking for here now, Craig, is for him to make room for you in his space.
Yes.
And I understand the desire
And
of
that's
that.
hard.
I understand the desire of that. I think a nice way of approaching it is to say, okay, those storage boxes you have rented, can we move some of the stuff there? You're not asking him to cull it. You're giving him a space to move on. But it's a slow process because this is his space. But actually, if you're going to live with him, you need to feel like you belong there. And I think maybe that's the tack you need to take.
I think what you need to do, Craig, is you need to bite the bullet. Right? Because I don't know whether you have It doesn't sound like you've brought all of the stuff.
No, it doesn't. So have you not moved in properly?
What I would say is, you say to him, listen,
this is what I have.
I've got to move my stuff out of my parents or whatever. So I have to bring it here. And then you bring everything.
And then between you.
You go through it. And you know, and it'll become very clear that he has to
move some stuff.
Yeah, he's got to move some stuff. He's got to give you more presses and stuff. But if you don't do that, there's no, like, if the stuff isn't there to put away, he's not going to go, well, and then I'd better clear out some of these shelves and leave them, you know, empty for the 3 weeks until he actually comes over with some stuff. I think what you've got to do is bring all your stuff over, put it all in the spare room, and then your job is, between the two of you, is you've got to clear that spare room out and you've got to put it into your...
Maybe the concierge could be a part of the situation. He could be your, you know...
A concierge? That's
I know,
very
it's pretty
fancy.
amazing. No, do you know what? It doesn't sound like you've moved in.
Do you know what? You're right. It doesn't.
It sounds like you're just visiting still. So that might be as much on you as it is on him.
But I will say it doesn't sound like he's a hoarder, because a hoarder is somebody who
you can't move in the place.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like everything that he has, but you have to accept that at some point there'll be things there that you don't like.
Now, I tell you, if he's a record collector, he's not throwing out his records. I would throw out my oven before I throw out my records.
I know you would. Yeah, I know.
I would.
There are deal breakers in all of us, right? There's always a deal breaker. there's a deal breaker, isn't it? There's always a deal breaker about
very high thresholds, Niamh.
Yeah, I know. It's funny actually because they've changed a little bit. It used to be books for me, and I still feel that way about certain books. But I can let go of more books now than I used to.
I've got a new thing now with books, where I buy a book, I'm not keeping it.
Yeah.
So I read it and then I either give it to the charity shop or I give it to somebody else. But I don't. I'm
no, but there's some I have to
books.
keep.
Yeah.
All my Discworld books, I keep them.
Yeah.
You know, and there's some that are so pivotal to me as a person. It's weird. It's weird. Like you just have this.
I got rid of all my famous fives.
Oh my god!
I feel like that's progress.
Did you put them on eBay? My God, famous fives.
Yeah, famous
They
fives.
probably weren't first editions, to be fair. They were well read too. George and Timmy
do you have any
the
more?
dog.
Do you have any more advice for Craig?
Craig, you know, I think realistically, he's already got a storage locker, so that's a pretty good start. He has places to put it without actually having to get rid of stuff. But you need to now have a conversation about, am I moving in? I'm going to need to bring my stuff in. But you might have to cull a little bit too. So it's a give and take thing. It's kind of difficult.
I think if he is resistant,
Now that's a different conversation.
yeah, then you've got a problem.
But the only thing I will say, right, and this is not in defence of anything, he's lived in that space. I don't know how long he's lived on his own. And, you know, he's lived in a space that is his. That can be sometimes difficult when somebody else is moving in.
difficult,
You know,
yeah.
it is. And so it's a process for him too. But if he loves you and you love him, then hello.
You see, here, I'll tell you what this is like, right?
Right.
When I would, say when my sitting room needs painting, right?
Okay.
The way it used to work was I would say, I'll paint the sitting room. And I would say to myself, I'll paint the sitting room when I've done a clear out, when I've moved everything out, when I've bought the paint, when I've done all of these things that need to be done in order for me to get up on a ladder and then paint the walls of the sitting room.
Okay.
Whereas the last time I did it, I got a painter. So I booked the painter and the painter was coming on Monday.
So you had to do
So there
stuff.
was a deadline.
Yeah, deadlines are
had
important.
to be cleared out, had to be done, you know. But so what's happening here is you're saying, I need to move my stuff in. And he's going, grand, move it in, yeah. But you're saying, I'll wait for him to make space.
So-
and he's going, God, I'm not, you know. Why would you? Like, you're
No.
not going to do that. You're not going to disrupt.
He doesn't
your
know how
life
much space to give you.
until you know. Exactly. That's a brilliant point.
Yeah.
That's an excellent point, Niamh.
You know.
Niamh, that's absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you.
The things I say about you behind your back, and then every so often you come out with a gem like that.
Sometimes you say it to my face. I'm not going to lie.
But you're exactly right, Niamh. So you bring over all your stuff, and
Yeah.
what you need to do is you need to like just annoy him a little bit with this mound of stuff that he now
Yeah.
wants to get rid of.
Well, I'll be honest. When I moved up to my husband's house, 25 years ago this year. I moved up the road and I had left some boxes in my mum's, you know, because I had all this stuff, because I lived in my mum's before I moved in there. So I didn't have somewhere else for all these packing cases full of stuff, right? And I had a lot of stuff. And actually, my husband and I, we weren't married at the time, but we came into the garage where all my packing boxes were, and we went through everything before I moved up. Now, he didn't let me bring the piggy wind chimes, which I'm still upset about. But anyway, the point is, we did some culling before we moved up, but the reality was we didn't know how much we needed to do until we brought the stuff. And so you're right, you have to make space in each, and it's kind of difficult to move into someone else's space. But he was very keen for me to be a part of his space and to help define his space.
Okay.
Right. So this person probably has defined his space, lived his life a certain way, and now you're moving into it. You need to bring a part of you into that. So it's okay. You're either going to share this house properly or you're not.
Yeah.
And this is kind of almost like representative of your relationship. A little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you need to kind of go, right, here I am, I'm committed, here's my stuff, you know, and so let's figure out how we can make this work together. And but you know, he might also be, you know, we meet people like this all the time. They don't always have the personality for it, you know, in the sense of everything. But the reality is, you need to move in.
Yeah, exactly.
You're no longer a guest. Move in. You can say you've moved in. But
if I had me time again, I wouldn't let anyone move in with me.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Not even the cat?
She's got a lot of stuff.
I know. She has more stuff than I
has
do.
a lot of stuff,
When I arrive, you know, I've very little.
She's got a lot of things with balls in them that you whack around. Do you know what I did? One of the balls in one of her toys went. It got like she burst it, and she was so upset.
Oh, really? How
Yeah,
did
was
she
just-
show that?
Like she was just she kept like rolling it round and then going "Wah," when it wouldn't roll. It was so upsetting. It was really upsetting. So I ordered replacement balls.
Okay.
But I don't know. I did something wrong on Amazon. Anyway, I ordered 40.
Holy God.
Yeah. I thought I'd ordered 4 ping pong balls,
Okay.
but I ordered 40.
Well, they're only ping pong balls.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
we've an embarrassment of ping pong balls.
That's like the time I brought a pom pom for the top of my friend's hat so I could sew it on, and there was 40 in the bag. So,
Really?
yeah. I've anytime you need a pom pom, sewn onto anything. I have many colours. It's amazing. They're like fluffy ones. They're very nice.
Fluffy pom poms.
Yeah, they're really cute.
There you go, Craig. We hope we've helped.
Yeah, and we'd
suspect
love
we
to hear.
haven't.
We'd love to hear.
But I do think that I do think this is, you just need to turn up the pressure a little bit. It's a little bit of thumb screws here.
Look, the other thing I'm going to say to you, Craig, is if you're in a very nice high-rise place there and if you have a water and a concierge, you know, if you need someone over to help you with the hard decisions, I'm more than happy to make that journey as the Queen of Ireland to represent. You know how much I love a clear out.
So,
you know how I love
that
a
would be
clear
so
out.
weird.
I know.
It's like somebody
He loves
living in
me.
Vancouver.
He loves me. I feel like
Niamh
he's
Cavanagh's
safe.
sleeping on the couch because she's cleaning out.
I'm the Queen of Ireland. I won't be sleeping on
This
any
is why-
couch.
Niamh, this is
I
why-
won't be sleeping on any couch.
This is why you need to start doing. You need to do a concert, Niamh. You need to get a project.
Do you know, I love those programs where they take everything out of the house and then they only let them bring back what they can. It is astonishing when you see everything together, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it is.
It
But
is.
I think put everything together and get cracking on
Yeah.
the rest of your lives.
we're very excited.
Yeah, let us know how you get on. If you have a problem, agonyrants@gmail.com. If you want to get in touch, we would love to hear from you. We always love to hear from you.
Always.
Send your problems through.
Mm-hmm.
There's a vintage rants out either this Thursday or next Thursday, or either next Thursday or last Thursday.
One of the many Thursdays.
It's on a Thursday.
Yeah.
If you would like to listen to Vintage Rants, subscribe on Headstuff Plus.
It would be
Remember
amazing.
to leave us to follow the show, subscribe to Headstuff Plus, tell your friends about us, and leave us a lovely review.
Yeah, we would
Is that
love
too
it.
much to ask?
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
No.
Niamh, it's been incredible to talk to you.
I know, it's very exciting.
It's been wonderful.
I always love
I feel like we haven't done an episode in ages.
I know, but that's because we kind of stopped them, you know, and then
We
we took an
stockpiled.
extra
We do,
week
yeah.
off, you know, which gave us an extra week, which was nice in some ways, but, you know, absence,
Makes the heart grow
you know.
fonder,
Yeah.
in theory.
And
We'll chat to you next week.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.